Hi, I'm Sumbi, and this is my experience with Dr. Mix. For those who know me, I've been wanting to do blogs for a long time, and I think that I have a lot to offer in that area. And my experience with Dr. Mix made me feel like, it's time now to get these blogs out. Okay. First, let me talk about my experience. I'm, a homegrown producer. I believe that I have what it takes to get, a good song out there and challenge the world of music, and of what people are looking for with a twist of something new. Dr. Mix was one of the places that helped me reach my goal and ability to prove myself as a producer. It all started, I guess, when I realized that with my 9 to 5, it would be impossible for me to actually be able to have the time to get into the production, find the singer, get it done right, and then be able to record it correctly, and to be competing with people who do this every single day of their life as their way of making money, as their job. So, at my job, I'm really good at what I'm doing, okay, but I do it every single day for years. Outsourcing my mix would be the way that I could get people who can make it sound as good as it can be, okay, based on the amount of money that I have to spend. I went online looking for online mixing studios and all, and I Googled it, and I came up with a couple of candidates, and there are many out there, okay, don't get me wrong, and there are many that do simple in the box mixing tools, okay, and do an awesome job, no doubt about it. And then there are those that also have the real big, industry style studios with a lot of outboard gear, okay, with analog gear especially, that do also an awesome job, but not the gear alone does not do it, okay. The engineers were the ones that also have to be pretty much producer engineers today. Before, in the past, you'd get a great engineer, like we all know Bruce Whedon or Clear Mountain, all of these awesome engineers, okay, always worked with the good producers side by side. Okay, when you have them working all by themselves, you get different results, okay? And that's what was happening with the searches that I was doing. I was getting producers that were awesome, okay? I mean, engineers that were awesome. Engineers, okay? With studios, awesome studios. However, they just didn't have that sort of creativity that a producer's input would really influence, okay? So the audio quality was awesome, I gotta admit. There's nothing to say that the audio quality is not was lacking. It was sonic, everything about it was good. The other studios was good. However, it just seemed like all they did was take what you gave them and made it sound good, just like you gave it to them, which is awesome. However, all the information that I gave these engineers, okay, seemed to have gone in one ear and out the other. They were kind of like, yeah, I got the real stuff, I've got it here, and I can make your stuff sound really good, and whatever you're telling me is just blah blah blah, okay. Which, in a sense, it is true. Okay, they will make it sound better, if not way better, but it may not sound like you wanted it to sound. Okay, in this case, it didn't sound like how I wanted it to sound, and it didn't seem like they followed the instructions that I had given them. Okay, they heard the song and decided that they wanted to make the guitars louder than I wanted them in the mix, so to speak, and it was a pretty good mix. It was a great mix, but it wasn't my mix. Okay, so I kept looking until I stumbled across Dr. Mix, and I was like, Dr. Mix, that name kind of like, wow, really? Doctor? All right, let's check it out. Okay, I saw their video. I love humor. and their video was full of humor. The little guy there that looks like their head producer engineer there, Claudio, got me curious to see, okay, let me see. And so I liked the way they explained every step of the recording process to you. Okay, and it was just the steps that I really wanted to hear. I like the way they said they have a team that works on your song. Okay, which is what I wanted to hear, because I knew that there were people that would have second and third opinions on how the song should sound, or how the mix would be, or they would listen to what I would want and have more people pushing for what I requested. Okay. So I gave it a shot. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. They did it. They understood it. They get it. Okay. And that was the part that I liked the most, because the results that I got from them was pretty much what I wanted and some. Okay. They show you the gear. They show you that they know what they're doing. Okay. And so you feel that confidence that it's going to be done right. And they went through the trouble of understanding what my music was like, what it was about. Okay. And convinced me that, yeah, at least these guys aren't just mixing this style of music that I'm doing like any style that they just think is there, or anything, because I did not really have a reference mix that I could give them to sound pretty much like what I wanted. I gave them some ideas of what I believed it would sound like, but I needed them to create something. I needed more creativity in my mix, and that's what I got from Dr. Mix. So to make a long story short, okay, they got the song done correctly. They gave you 2 revisions. By the second revision, it was way past my expectations, because the first revision was pretty good. Okay, actually, it was awesome. It was good for me, but it was awesome for everyone else who listened to it. But the reason why I say for me is because I still had something in mind of what I wanted. So that's where I took the time to explain to them a little bit more based on that mix of what I would want to see tweaked, and boom, they did it. By the second mix, the second revision, it was awesome. So my experience with Dr. Mix is something that I believe that any producer who knows how to communicate, who knows what they're looking for, be mixed. Okay, most of the other ones that I worked with in the past would do also a great job, but it was like, if you don't mix your song pretty much how you have it in mind, it could be a completely different song. Okay, they could take those same tracks and put them up in a different order, and all of a sudden you're like, it's the same song, but it's so different. And sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. It's a hit and miss. And as a result, if it misses, it's your money. Okay. Now with Dr. Mix, they get it very close to how you want it, if not nailing it. Okay. And you have a chance to iron it out with them on a second revision. It was really easy setting things up with Dr. Mix. Their website has it all. Okay. All right. So now you have it. This is my track. That's what makes me love the Dr. Mix. Feel the sonic, feel the energy, feel it in there. Okay, it's no waste of time. It's actually an experience that you'll want to do it again and again. I like the fact that they also explain how a lot of their technique about mixing. Other places would have that same tendency of oh no, the way I mix is my secrets, and I don't want you to know, because they had that fear. And some places also would advertise, would have pictures, which I believe were stock pictures, okay, which would, you know, make you believe that they have this tremendous studio, but with stock pictures that you'd find another place in LA. Like this place would be in the East Coast, saying that, you know, this is their studio, and the same pictures for the same studio were in LA with another one saying that they have a studio. And so, you know, Dr. Mix shows you their studio, shows you working in their studio, shows you techniques on how to work better in your studio from their studio. So because they have nothing to hide, I liked that. Okay, it made me feel like, yeah, these guys are the real deal. These guys are the real place to take your stuff. They'll also mix it for you too. I've had a song that I requested them to do an entire what I call remix. Okay. And they sound really good with their remixes. But yeah, these guys are experts. They can do awesome remixes, and they can do the best mixes I can think of. This is my experience with Dr. Mix. If you have any questions, please go ahead and tell me. If you had any experience with them too, go ahead and put it down on the comments. If you have any questions about other places that you had and want to know, I'll be glad to answer on their behalf, because they are so cool. They were so cool with me that, you know, if I like something, I will pretty much endorse it without an endorsement. Okay, I will just endorse it because I like it. All right, and later on I'll be talking about the studio equipment that I use and what I use to record and why. And I will pretty much recommend and endorse the stuff that I use, because if it's really that good, that's what I think about it. This is what I think about Dr. Mix. Okay, this is what I feel about Dr. Mix, because they made me feel this good. All right, take care. I'm Sumbi, and I'll be out with more blogs if I get some feedback on this. I'll be glad to put out some more things about mixing and studio gear, studio setups, and all that. The only reason why it takes me so long to put something up is because I have to make my studio look halfway presentable when I do this. And when I do that, to take the time to clean the studio with my 9 to 5, ain't gonna happen. So get used to this. Is as good as it'll look. All right, take care. Peace.
Move left, I move left too. Yeah, okay. Match me when I move right. Now we're going my way. I got the Sumbi running all through me. So full, looking just like a movie. These women got me going crazy every time that I'm in Mozambique. So dance slow for me when I come around. Trying to learn your way, baby, break it down. You know how to do it when I'm coming through. So you got me, tell me what you wanna do. To move left, I got your back. Speed it up for me, don't you hold back. Then move right, I know you switch.